Hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. Happy Sunday to everybody. Ooh, let me turn this volume down. If you're joining us on TikTok, and of course, you can't see my sign because who thought of that? But I am live on YouTube, and that's where we're going to be taking that request. Good evening, Texas man. Peace, Stizzy. What's up? What's up, Kitten Strength? How's it going? Alrighty, make sure you guys drop a like on the TikTok as well as on the YouTube channel, and let's go ahead and let's get started. So, couple things, guys, right off the bat. So it's been a crazy week. Last week was really crazy. We saw the S&P up 5.9%, the Nasdaq 8.10%, the Russell 4.6%, and the Dow 4.15%. Stocks closed green despite the many unanswered questions about the crypto fallout and how the Fed will react to the weaker than expected inflation print. Meanwhile, the technical analysts are watching two charts for regarding the market's next move. October's consumer or CPID accelerated came in below expectations, with stocks soaring as investors cling to any sign of good news regarding inflation. Crude oil remains stuck in range. Its resolution will significantly impact future inflation prints. Keep that in mind. Before CPI sparked a massive short squeeze, companies that missed earnings expectations dropped hard as they have over the last few weeks. These included PLTR, Lyft, Disney, and Roblox. As you guys know, we pulled a banger off on Roblox, but afterwards many of these stocks rallied sharply. Meta rebounded this week after Mark Zuckerberg laid off 11,000 employees, and it hurt him. Anyway, obviously we had the FTX fallout, massive dump on that one. Tons of fear as people probably are withdrawing from many platforms. And I imagine there could be a massive liquidity crisis. Who knows? Coffee and donuts. Ooh, that's strong. All right, what's up, Dip and Rip? Yeah, make sure to tap your screen if you guys are on TikTok. Let's bring you over here. You don't need to see me. That's what you want to see. So we're actually, you guys may notice, we're actually on a new platform here. This is TrendSpider. I will let you guys know what I think. I do think there are some useful tools as of right now for new traders. It's definitely taken me a minute to get a little bit acclimated to it. It's probably going to take me a couple of weeks to get acclimated. I've been on TradingView since the beginning, so this is really big, I guess, for me. So PotterStocks, does your payment platform take Amex? Yeah, Rashiki, they should. If there's any problems, just send me a DM on the Discord. Make sure to use the discount. What are you doing? What are you doing? All right. What's up? Anyway, so of course we've seen a Twitter fiasco. I actually really wanted to hop into that fiasco and create a profile that is Elon Musk's mom, but I missed out on that opportunity. But anyway, we've seen a huge, just a lot of, I don't even want to call it like, it's bad press, and it's not the good kind. So, you know, they say bad press is good press, but this is definitely stuff that's kind of like backlash towards him, and definitely not helping him at the moment. So, anyway, moving into this week, the important stuff that we got to be concentrated on, of course, is, hold on one second. There we go. All right, so starting off on Monday, FOMC member Barnard Spink. So write this down. I'm going to write it down with you guys if you're writing it with me. So Monday, right? And this is just going to stay on a little pink notepad right here. And we're going to write this down. It's just going to be Monday, no real data, right? nothing that we really truly need to be concerned about. But then Tuesday, right? We need to put in parentheses day before, and you can put like, abbreviate it, but day before data, right? So big data. And this is the correct date, correct? Wait, I'm not on the wrong. Yeah, okay. And this is, of course, Tuesday, where we have Empire State Manufacturing Index, ESMI. That's what I'm writing it down as. PPI month over month, core PPI month over month. And then FOMC members speaking until 10 as well. We got G20 meetings day 1 all day as well. So could be an interesting day period. So do you subscribe to FinViz? No, I do not. No, make sure to tap screen if you guys are on here with me. Oh, I should actually probably go here. All right, so moving into Wednesday, we have core retail sales, like I said, and then Thursday, Philly Fed Manufacturing Index, FOMC master speaking, and then Friday, just existing home sales. So tapering off towards the end of the week and just kind of really kicking into high gear Tuesday and Wednesday. So, so just, putting a star, even just something, a mental note to let you know that those are days that you may have to think about how that may impact your trading. This is incredibly important if you want to be successful in trading. And of course, there are people who want signals, and then there are people who want to do this themselves. And if you want to do it yourselves, you have to do what the majority of successful people are doing, and they are going and doing the hard work. They are at least observation, sentiment observation, figuring out how the market will respond to this list of data, what is the impact, et cetera, et cetera. And so moving into lighter data, of course, this week we have just a major slowdown in earnings. We've got a couple of bigger names, but Sundial is a trash company, and then that's really the only notable name. SE Group, or SE actually, is reporting on Tuesday, target on Nvidia and Cisco lows, probably some big names on Wednesday that might be interesting. AMAT, Baba, Mia, an old favorite of mine. Macy's coming in. JD is the only other ones as far as earnings are concerned, and that's really it. All right, so to the thick of it. Hopefully you guys are on YouTube with me. What's going on? Good evening, everybody. What are your thoughts on Amazon over the next month? So that is on my watch list today. If you guys are just curious, if you're here for what I'm watching, I am currently watching, actually, I'll just do this really quick. If you're just here for my analysis, I'm watching Tesla to break above 205 candle close hourly time frame. Target is going to be around 218.25. For Amazon, actually, unfortunately, I unfortunately don't have anything. So everything, any ticker that you give me tonight is going to be a learning process for you and me as I explore this platform, this TradingView platform. But for Amazon, it's kind of really simple here. I really want to hold above 97. So let me zoom in really quick and just show you guys, because if you're good at analysis, you don't forget it, right? And so this is basically what I'm anticipating. I'm looking for ye old Amazon to make its way up into the 104, maybe even touching the 104.85, 105 level just above it. But that's where I'm looking for for Amazon to break. Of course, if we're bullish, again, nice big chunky gap to give us a possible solid retest of this major area right here. There it is. So check that out. That's what we're going to be watching here on Amazon this week. And that is basically going to be Amazon opening above 101.35, retesting that level and bouncing up into the 104 area. And then of course, we'll look for adding entries possibly above 105.65 into the gap. There's actually a double gap to 110. All right, so that's my watch list. Amazon and Tesla. That's it. I do have MRO, of course. You guys know the deal. That's the long trade. This one's been fun, but also slightly pain in the ass. But I expect this one to move higher. So, what is this different angle? I don't know. You don't like different angles? I bet you do sometimes. Hey, what's up? Oh, you need your ID card. Go answer the card. Yeah. Sorry. Instacart. Okay, so anyway, let's move on. So PotterStocks in the house. You got hot cocoa? No, this is coffee. And you know, I really should. I don't know. Maybe it would look better with the lights on. It's kind of dark in here. You know. Maybe that looks a little bit better. I don't know. No, we got coffee and super. I'm primal. You know, so I got some donuts. Coffee and donuts. I made this coffee way too strong. Bourbon here. I'm gonna have some wine in a minute. Alrighty. So I'll go further into detail on Amazon or on Tesla, but if you see, so from now on, in the top right hand corner on Tesla, on my chart, that is the stocks that I will be watching for that day. QQQ SPY will always be on there. Nvidia, it's going to be by priority. I actually need to move. I don't know why that's up there. But I actually need to move that down. But it's going to be Tesla, Amazon, MRO, and then of course the rest of those. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and take y'all's request. If you have a request, please drop it on YouTube. It makes it so much easier. And then know that I will go in chronological order, one by one. And I'm only going to take one of your requests. So if you drop 5 tickers, I'm just going to pick one of them. But I'm going to give you the daily and probably the hourly breakdown, maybe the 4-hour in there. And that's about it. So, all right. So right off the bat, we've got snow by request. And of course, this is a new platform. So if you see me lost, like last year's Easter eggs, that's because I am. All right. So starting on the daily, looks like we managed to climb back up to a old area of resistance. Oh, shit. This is Trend Spider, by the way. Something's happening, or I'm having a stroke. There we go. All right, so we have broken back up. So either this is a very vigorous retest, or we are on our way back up and out. And so we can observe previous price action. Watch it with me here. Do you see this area? I'm gonna explain these things a little bit more in depth, especially this week. I want you guys to trade on your own if you have a watch list. If you guys have been watching me for weeks, a lot of you already do that. Especially if you guys are successful, you know, post some of that in the Discord. You don't have to make it public. You can DM me. But I want you guys to know exactly why it is I'm doing what I'm doing, and that includes analysis. So in this top area of this zone, we've got 1, breakdown, retest, right? 2, we get multiple wicks, all candles closing. And that's one of the things that I'm looking for is when a candle closes above a certain area, does the price go higher? Or if the price closes below a certain area, does it continue lower, right? And so that's pretty much a consensus of what I'm looking for, period. And that would actually be the same thing for Amazon as of right now, because that's exactly where we closed. We closed right at that 160 mark. And so in order to move higher, on snow. Wait, what am I talking? No, snow. Sorry. On snow. I don't know why I'm saying Amazon. Right here. So check it out. Ooh, for some reason this thing is going bonkers. All right, so there's going to be the release, right? Because you can go back here and you can see that Amazon doesn't just break out. It actually has 3 candles struggle, and all of those struggle right before that 165 mark. So ultimately, a break or open, listen to that, an open above 165 on snow, I would start aiming for this remainder, right? Because there is a remainder of that gap, and that's going to be, basically filling at 169.36. But after that gap, which you can color that in if you wish. This is the one thing I don't have like hotkeys to delete things. But anyway, so you've got the gap right there, but pay attention to the consolidation above. So check this out, right? This is going to be a floor turned ceiling at 168.50. I would prefer a candle to close, obviously, or open above 170 on snow. From there, the PT would likely be the 180 mark. What time frame is the chart? The chart is going to be thoughts on SPY. He said he's only reading YouTube. I'm reading both. I can read you guys both, but I'm only one dude, so. But thank you guys for the likes. You guys are crushing it. It's what kind of donut is this? This one's called Sandy Beach, and it's like cinnamon sugar and vanilla icing. And then this one's some other kind of beach donut, and it's got coconut and vanilla icing, or some icing, and then powdered sugar. All terrific for your health. Very primal. I don't like sand in my donuts. I especially love sand in my donuts. Good vitamin replacement. So anyway, that's snow, and that's at least on the lower time frame, or on the daily time frame. Moving into the hourly, just because we want to obviously clean things up. So weird. It has a 65-minute time frame. Interesting. I'll have to figure out why that is. So peep this, okay? This is actually pretty money right here. This is cash money. Do not go back underneath 150. I'm going to give you a hard line. So this is going to be the zone, but this is going to be the hard line. So snow underneath 155, open under 155, and you're in danger of moving back into the 150s. So, all right, next one we've got is tomorrow's going to be a great day. I sure hope. Baba. No, I'm just kidding. All right, let's look at Baba. Oh, God. Oh, God. Damn. So, this is a bear flag, but it doesn't matter, right? So bear flags are cute. We like them. They're great. But right now, the headlines are, as of right now, that China is trying to basically fix ties with the United States. Okay? That's important to remember because these things matter, right? So moving up, we need to go. So that's a hourly bear flag. We can go to the daily, see that it looks. Also, if you're new to TrendSpider, go to the 1 hour multiple time frame analysis, and you can go and move up to the daily. And wait, never mind. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'll figure that out later. I'm new. So anyway, you've got this bear flag here on Baba. But most importantly, again, is that sentiment. You have, I would say, contradicting sentiment. So number one, you need to open up above $71, even though that's where you pulled back, or excuse me, you opened up above that, you did pull back. But anywhere underneath that, anywhere underneath $70 on Baba, and I would be looking at a potential gap fill down to 66.50. And I'll go ahead and straighten this up a little bit, just so it makes a little bit more sense. There's the bear flag. So, of course, it's more of a pennant. There's also a gap up at. So here's how I do this. Just telling you exactly what I think when I look at Baba. I see a gap, right? And I see and as much as this is a zone, right? I see a motherfucker. I see some technical freaking difficulties right now. Hold on one second, folks. Trying to figure, there it is. Oh God. Okay, this is what I see. So this thin green zone on Baba, right here, basically separates my long and short. If I went long on Baba, right, and I'll actually, now that I'm a little bit lower, I'm gonna bring that down right about there. Okay, so that's 71 bucks. So opening back up above $71 and trying to fill that candle, of course, is gonna be tough. But if you were to even gap up higher than that, that could initiate a squeeze, and my target immediately would be 76.35. End of story, period. That's it. And just to bring this all together, right? Because this is the fractalization type thing where, you know, there's obviously there's a story within a story, almost kind of. There it is. Okay. Excuse me. Median is going to be right. Looks like right about there. That is basically $75. So as of right now, and we'll move down to the hourly just to clean things. Let me look at the 65-minute chart. No, we got our hourly chart here, so. Oh, I don't like that my drawings don't move time frames. That makes me... What about the war with Taiwan? Listen, okay, let me say this. You guys listening? Tap your screen. Pop one out at 15. Bruh. 15K likes and he'll down a donut. How about 150K likes and I'll fit both of them in my mouth? Okay, so anyway, the way that I see it right now is that if China steps foot in Taiwan and a single shot is fired, our stock market and anything that is exposed to China is immediately in jeopardy. Now, you're going to see a fear, you're going to see some capitulation, but eventually, if they are at war with Taiwan, we are at war with China, and that is not good, right? Because then we withdraw from Ukraine. Ukraine likely, unfortunately, this is just how it is going to get pushed back, and then shit's going to get spread thin. I'm not a fucking battle strategist, nor do I study this shit in depth so that I have fucking nightmares, but I know and understand deeply that the majority of everything that you are sitting on, walking on, eating on is made in China. And go check the company that owns it and go see if they're public, because they're probably going to fall. Walmart, right? GE, Nvidia, AMD, even Apple's going to take a hit. Nobody is going to not take a hit. Nobody. Because that's an entire massive market that is wiped off of the face of the planet. What is that thing I have behind my keyboard? Those are LED lights that fell off the back of my computer. Mostly because I could just buy a new pair, but I'm not into like the whole fancy stuff, so I am writing all of these down as well as I go, trying to keep track. So anyway, Baba, yeah, floor confirmed. Let me just say this: 72. Now that I'm in an hourly, I'm not going to say 100% because that's always bad practice. But 72.50 should be a good mark to start aiming for the gap at 76.04. I actually really like this chart because it takes out the complexity and makes it very, very simple to set a stop loss. So if you understand my strategy, right, and what I'm trying to accomplish, it's all about entries and exits and where exactly those are mechanic. I want my money where other money is at, big money is at. And so big money is you're going to see a big squeeze above 72.50. This is where sellers held the line and where they hold the line currently. And so if they get over or pushed out, I want to be at the bottom. I want to be adding at 74.60. I want to be trimming at the gap from my original entry and letting my runners run possibly up into the $79 area. Yeah, John, absolutely. I'll do that one. All right, so let's keep it moving. We've got Baba, Tesla, never mind on Amazon. I figured it out. Thanks. You were very, very, very helpful. Awesome. How am I this evening? Doing really, really well. TikTok is a hater. What is that thing behind my key? Oh, yeah, I already read that. Yeah, I don't know why. Hold on. Let's see something here. All right. I think I might look a little bit. The question is about Foot Locker. Who's shopping there? No, just kidding. I shop at Foot Locker. All right. Again, if you guys are on TikTok, I am live on YouTube, and that is where I'm taking all of my requests. I want to move quickly through these, so that way I can hopefully get to everybody, although I don't know if I'll be able to. Okay, so EQT. Is that a compliment? Sorry, that was bad. All right, so let's go ahead and move it. I don't like that. This is going to be hard to get used to. No cap. But at least my lines don't move. And at least I can chart on multiple different time frames and move and have them be accurate, which is kind of nice. All right, so we're close to resistance. That's number one. So I'm going to go ahead and move down to the 4 hour. Because what we're doing right now is not super duper clear. And I want to go ahead and find my previous area of consolidation. And that happens to be... are you on YouTube as Simple Stacks? Yes. Oh, this is hotkey. Well, these are... hotkeys for other shit, but I buy and sell options with my Stream Deck. So, all right, guys. So let's look at this box that's right here. It looks like it goes higher, but I think that's just a little bit of a squeeze out. That was a really, really hard retest, and that retest level was right here. Right, so this is actually a bit of a difficult chart, not gonna lie, but I got it. And it's pretty clear now that we kind of have it mapped out where everything is and why. We're gonna bring that around town. Okay, so right now, big level, 44.50. That's where you got knocked down previously. Looking up just a little bit higher, there's also this catch at $45 even. Obviously a psychological number. But what we do know, right, is that we want to break and hold above $45, showing some sort of bullishness. And I would go ahead and look at a PT simply around 46.35. Easy price target right there in the middle, that median. So let's actually move that up just a smidge. Right there. So that's 46.37. And then I love that these mark the numbers on the chart. That's actually really nice. So check that out. Beautiful. $45. PT 46.37. So remember, that would be my stop. I would want to wait for either some sort of candle to push up above that on a corresponding time frame. So I would need to go to find what time frame the candles close, whether it's 4 down to the 1 or excuse me, the 4 down to the hourly or the daily to the the 4 hour, but not the 1 hour. So like, finding the time frame where the levels close, that tells you what time frame you need to wait for confirmation. So that brings me down to my 1 hour chart, which of course doesn't have my other analysis on it, but it does keep my key levels, which is nice. So we'll go ahead and draw the box and we'll straighten it up for there. There it is. Beautiful. Amazing. Love it. Would absolutely, and that's just above you. Now, of course, there is a bit of trend that looks like it was established here. And then that also has a trend here at the top. So you may actually be, you might be in store for a big bounce, and maybe a move into that zone. Let me see. Earnings play this week. I will update you that on those this week. So don't walk on my keyboards. Don't eat my donuts, dude. Back up. Back up from my donuts. Stop. Stop. We're gonna not do that. Hey, bro, chill. Leave my donuts alone. Are you serious? Dude, this cat eats everything. She'll probably eat this donut. You gonna eat this donut? Eat it. Eat it, don't be a... You saw it. Look at that. Donut eating cat. That's weird. You're weird. Alright, sorry guys. 1, 2... My cat was walking on my desk trying to eat my food. 1, 2, 3. We've got 1, 2... Nope, that's it. So I would say looking for a agreement between, or an agreement in confluence, I would say possibly more consolidation in this area, and I would mark it here. So watch for continuing consolidation here, but a candle close, or excuse me, a candle open above. I'm going to go ahead and just call it at $44 as well. Obviously, the same level as we talked about on the higher time frame, but $44 to give you that move into the $45 mark. And of course, you need to see good, strong volume. $45.50 is going to be a good stopping place in there. But and this is, of course, now let me tell you this. If I'm giving you analysis on the daily and 1 hour, what contracts... This is actually a question. In the chat right now, if you guys are on TikTok or YouTube, in the chat right now, what if I'm planning on this trade possibly playing out to here, say towards the end of November, what contracts expiration would I need to choose? Go. Let me get a... You can either go look at your chart or just give me a good idea, right? 4 days, or weekly, 2 weeks, 4 months. How long? Looking now, what else are you looking at? Look at the price action, right? Look at the price action. So think, there we go, Adam. Adam, right there, December 16th. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Because with December 6th, no, if you're 2 weeks out, that's a day trade, folks. That is a day trade, and you will be treated like a day trader. And your price target will not get hit, and your contract will likely expire worthless. December 16th contracts, maybe even just a little bit further, and you should be able to ride that up into new highs. Anyway, covering EQT to the downside, I would just give you a hard line mark. I would say don't go down below $40. It's really simple. If you move below $40, that's probably your signal to go south. All right, next one is Bank of America. So this one needs to be done. So I actually tried to take a crack at this one. Or no, I don't think it was Bank of America. I think it was Bank of America. But let's go. We don't want to start on that. We want to start on the daily. Oh, dude, you need to back off my donuts. You are not getting any more donuts. You're gonna get fat. Look at me like that. Do you see that? Do you see that? Do you see that attitude right there? That was ridiculous. All right. So, dope Keith sweater. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yep. Okay, so take a peek at this. We talked about this before. All right, and I'm gonna shorten it up to give you an idea of where it needs to stay above. So right now, you need to, and this is just keeping it simple, right? Bank of America needs to stay above 37.50, right? Yo, this thing just does whatever it wants. So at the moment, if you were to pull back, it would still be healthy to pull back to around 37.50. But if you opened a candle underneath that, you would be in danger of moving down to the 36.67 and being back inside of this range. Now, of course, you have the double bottom, which is worth noting, of course. But one thing that I also, and I believe that we did this when we were on the other chart, and I'm going to have to do it here. I believe. So this is how I find price targets, and I've shown you guys how to do this before if you've been with me. So I'll take this, I'll clone it, I'll grab it, and I'll run it up here. Wow, look at that. So you might be on your way to $40. Now, $40 would ultimately be, yeah, actually, so let me mark a couple of key levels that would fall in line with that mark, because there are a couple big ones. So that would be one, that's 40.35. Watch this chart. I'm telling you, it might be 42, but I don't think that one gets hit. I don't think it goes above 40 again for a while, but I could be dead ass wrong on that one. So yeah, I would say 40.35, 40.60. Stay above 37.50. If you move back below that, or truthfully, if you were to move back below 35, we would likely see a pretty drastic pullback. So. Have I done SPY yet? No, but I am on YouTube. Link is in the bio. Easy to find, simple stacks investments, and you can rewind it, fast forward it, pause it, screenshot it, whatever you want to do. Not whatever you want to do. All right. So anyway, that's Bank of America. Not a shabby chart there at all. The next one we've got is JPM. So this one's just going to be the same thing. Now, I have already proclaimed my thoughts on JPM and the gang that they kind of need to pull back. And just even if that's healthy pullback, this one is no exception, and that's 133 even. Underneath 133, candle close probably on the daily time frame. I would imagine that you're going to start moving towards a gap fill, and that gap fill occurs just a little bit lower below 130. So below that 130, I would say 130.21, expect a bounce regardless. And then the floor there is 127.86. That's right there. Break, candle close, hold 127.75. Break below those. There's two gaps. Inevitably, they will fall, but as of right now, they would, any short position would be under 133. So drop your requests on YouTube if you are on TikTok, and I will still get to them. I just don't lose them in the noise. All right, so the next one is SoFi, and I believe I charted this one for somebody way back, and I remember it popping, but here's just the basics, because if I was trading this, that's probably what I would want to stick to. This looks traumatic. There it is. So for SoFi, whatever, there's your median. That's going to be 565. Here's your resistance, right? That's going to be 645. And there's your support. That's going to be 485. You got a big, strong push candle close above that 575, 565 mark. So that's going to be the level to hold. Now, I do know, hold on, that this does have other data, and I can look up short volume. Aha! So this is actually why I got Trend Spider. So if you guys are paying attention here, let's log into FXT and buy some stuff. Oh yeah. So check this out. If I'm looking at this stock, I would want to be paying attention to the short volume, right? That's where the money's going to be made. And so you had a big, what looks to be a big pop up in short volume. Since covered, maybe looks like it might be rising again. But of course, you might be able to keep better track of that on a lower time frame. But anyway, yeah, SoFi above 650, and that would put pressure on shorts, I'm sure, if there is high volume approaching that area. So if you start to see short volume rise, they get good news or something, you definitely see a move up on SoFi, sorry. No, I have not done SPY. All right, so the next one is, yes, I still have the December put for Roblox. I will be holding that and trading against it no matter what. Well, not no matter what. I'll cut it at some point, whatever. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at Lockheed Martin. So this is a stock that I very rarely just look at on the daily. It's more of a I got to look at it at a higher time frame, just period. There's no getting around it. But what I find important here, at least, and I guess we could give it the entirety of its zone. So that's going to be right there. So it looks, and this is just how it looks. We'll go down to the daily to confirm. But it looks as if LMT is failing and has failed to hold its new highs. That's the most important. So let's go ahead and move down to the daily now. All right, so we're going to go ahead and drop a price mark here where it's very obvious that LMT likes to be bought, likes to be pushed back. That is 433.30 and 475.25, right? That's going to be that level there. Very, very funny, y'all. Look at the wick. See that wick right there? That's where this is built, where you see that building. So for LMT, this is far greater than just a pullback. You have broken down. And with that being said, this is really the last place that I could see some sort of reversal, but that would require a gap up above 467.50, in my opinion, in order to start making your way back up. So it's really simple. If you want to go stay green, you need to show that it's a bounce. You need to open up above, and again, I'll mark this level for you. That is right here. Do you see this bottom right there? That is the 461, 460 mark. So you need to open or bounce off of that, hold up above that. So a gap up above 467, somewhere in that area. And that definitely could help with continuation at the upside. Excuse me. If you gap up, you would need to obviously gap up, bounce, and then make your way back up. So gap up doesn't mean a guaranteed rip to the upside, but that would be necessary. So, all right. Is there? Well, if there is peace in Ukraine, defense stocks tank. Yeah, but I don't know if Ukraine's what we need to be worrying about at the moment. You know what I mean? Anyway, as far as targets to the upside, I believe they're at ATLs, right? I mean, this has got to be, yeah, so they're at all-time highs. Hold on one second. We're going to turn my hip hop on. All right, sorry about that. Not a super big fan of this, but I think again what's most important is that, and then if you go to the weekly as well on Lockheed Martin, you'll see that the important level for Lockheed Martin is 444.50. 444.50. Watch for a bounce off of 444.50. All right. That's right. Yeah. Okay. If the fake Twitter thing did it, then obviously watch for that to be maybe an easy play back up to the upside. Watch for 472.75 to be recovered. I would use that as a stop loss. That would be my stop loss. Well, 474. 474 candle close, minimum hourly time frame. I'm actually going to move this up, and I'm going to set an alert. I'm going to create an alert. So check this out. Here's the trigger. I can either do a bounce, price when the touches the buffer area, does not break through on the next candle. Touch is when the price touches or trades through. Trigger is when the price open or closes or on different sides of the buffer area. So I'm going to put relatively sensitive hourly candles, firing during market hours, and I'm going to put LMT look at that. Do I still have $80 puts on Meta? I'd have to go check my TD Ameritrade, but I think so. But I'm out of everything, like out of all Meta positions. I haven't entered anything at all, but if there's any positions on Meta, it's in my TD Ameritrade, but I don't think so. No. My TD Ameritrade is where I buy expirations that are out in fucking March, May. Get a coffee warmer for your desk. All right, so let's keep it moving, guys. We've got Nvidia next. Oh shit, I need to write this down really quick. I've made my way through a lot of stocks. EQT, Bank of America, JPM, SoFi, Roblox. Oh, you just asked me about Roblox. I didn't chart it. LMT. Sorry, guys. Got to catch up. Write all these down, and then we're about to do Nvidia. All right. So we don't need this short volume anymore. All right. So let's go ahead and move up to the daily time frame, where I believe we've already talked about this several times for Nvidia. It is time. Listen, this may be the last run for Nvidia. No guarantees, have nothing to back that up other than obviously the fact that if anything happens, China is talking about preparing for war. If that happens, goodbye. Nvidia will suffer a very swift and quick ass whipping. All right, so the way that I see it as of right now, we've got, of course, a couple of targets and a couple of key levels. As of right now, Nvidia needs to hold anywhere below 154.41. You are in danger. I'm actually going to write this one. This is going to be Nvidia. Nvidia short, and we'll put about $1.80 as far as sensitivity. Confirmation candle. We'll move it to the 4 hour, and create alert. Okay, so we've got a nice alert set here. I would say at the moment a good target above you is 171.30 and 174.41. So watch for maybe a tiny candle in there. But then at the top, of course, there is downtrend. Now this is where we need to find the confluence. If you want to select a target here, the confluence, my confluence level for Nvidia is going to be 184.74. 184.74. Crypto is dying. How's Bitcoin doing right now? Is it dead? All right, so next one is Apple. I'm getting sleepy. All right, folks, I'm busting my ass. I'm trying to make it through here. All I ask is that you tap your screen. Let me see them thumbs work. Pause. If you're on YouTube, there's 55 of you all here. It says there's 174 views. If you like the video, if this is slightly entertaining, helpful, funny, stupid, and you like that, make sure to hit that like button below the video. It makes me happy. All right, so the next thing, this is basically the same, I don't want to say the same thing as Nvidia, but we're moving up. Oh my God, I love this chart. Ooh, I love when charts line up like that. That is math. That is math. Math. Some math whiz in the chat right now is fucking pumping his fist in the air. He's like, yes, math. Fucking love this guy. All right, so good. Chef's kiss. Love. What have we done? We went to the. So this is exact. Pay attention. If you're watching me chart, you're watching me chart exactly. This isn't just for show. This is exactly what I would do if I was on my own. And doing this on my own, like by myself, how I do it every single morning all by myself. So for Nvidia, or excuse me, for Apple, I'm going to go ahead and, now that I've found the structure On the daily, I could go down to the 4 hour. I'm going to go ahead and just jump right into the hourly. Now, the one thing that we don't have is we don't have the same trend that we had on the daily. This is new to me, so I'm just going to redraw it. And then when I redraw it, I see so much confluence, folks. It makes my toes curl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, this is good. I like that, right? That's awesome. Skidding, a magnet, right? It keeps it tied in. So I would say at the moment, my target at the highs for is right here. So let's go ahead and mark it. Right there. Oh shit. I'm off. I apologize. Right here. So that's going to be 152.50, and that is a very, I would say, I would say that's a kind of a shy target, right? I would say the target, truthfully, is likely 154.22, but that's cutting it, right? And you could even see a gap, a wick all the way up and touch 155. But at this point, I would hope to see a gap down. I would hope that we would gap fill, chop a little bit, build and pop, hit those price targets, and then probably some crazy shit will happen. So, yeah, that looks pretty good chart here for young Apple. And then that's the zone above you. So, I'm not done with TradingView, but I'm possibly done with TradingView. Yes. I've already done coin. Wait, no, I haven't. Didn't I do? No, I did snow. All right. 30 likes here on YouTube. Do I think Carvana's gonna go bankrupt? I don't really know enough about that, man, to make an intelligent comment about it. To be honest with you. If they do go bankrupt, all they need to do, go bankrupt, and then buy 50 Teslas and rent them out. Not the last run. Here's my statement as of right now. So put your screen recorders on so you can make fun of me later. Okay? I'm gonna drink some of this coffee before I embarrass myself. Most stocks are moving up to resistance, downtrend, going for major retest, right? All at once. So my thoughts are, this may be one more pop, because if we break downtrend, now this is only on the hourly, right? That's it. It's just a hourly downtrend. It could very easily be broken. And we have, right now we don't have much gusto. I actually don't know why I don't have volume here. Where's volume? Just volume. There you go. Oh, it's a fucking SMA. I don't like that. We'll figure that out later. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, this is. I mean, Apple's big bounce off of its 134. You're now recovering, retesting some, not even retesting, but breaking some major levels. And for me, these last lines, we'll call them last lines of defense, are essentially the lines where sentiment should have changed, or the market is forward thinking so much that it believes that we are obviously going to be continuing to the upside, right? So, am I playing... Did I say a bad word, Ken? Did I say a bad word? Can I say a bad word? Oh, Ken, dude, you're fucking with me. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Sorry, I'm eating a sour gummy bear. If anybody on this live wants to check this factory, gang. Send me 10 bags. Thanks, Potter. My TA looked nothing like yours. Okay, why don't you send it to me in the chat, man? All right, so let's keep it moving. Yeah, guys, remember, if you guys are on TikTok with me, come on over to YouTube. The water's googly. All right. Let's scroll up because we got a lot of comments. LMT, Nvidia, Apple, Baba already did it. QQQ is next. Guys, the requests have been nearly filled. I might not be able to take it. If you guys are dropping requests as of right now, if you go to YouTube, your request is probably already there, already been taken if you're on YouTube or on TikTok. But if you're on YouTube, probably going to go ahead and cap it right now. It is 9:21. I gotta go night-night soon. Sorry, I got kids. I've been on a construction site and told everybody I was gonna go potty. Didn't really fly. Okay, so 288 looks like the wall that we're dealing with now, but it's not super duper concurrent or in confluence with the other key. Oh my God, what do you got going on here? So the cool thing is it does the magnet thing where it kind of tries to close at one of the bodies. But here you see 280, 285. That was QQQ's trigger mark. I'm just going to make this very, very clear. You fall back into it, you're dead, right? And I would be just as confident to go ahead and set an alert right now, breakthrough. We'll go ahead and use the, again, 4-hour, set an alert. So that, hold on one second. Let me edit that. So QQQ reshort. Okay, so that would be the Qs. I would be aiming for 272.34. To the upside, as of right now, sorry, I'm not going to give you any bullshit charts here. Okay, 291.14 must be broken. 291.14, if you break 291.14, I see 296.45, easy peasy. And there you have it. There's your mark. So this is the area you want to be in. This is the area you don't want to be in. So check this out, right? Color, make it easy, code it, green, red. Now, I have a good idea of where things are going to go. Next on the list, I've already done Tesla. Tesla was done at the beginning. I will be trading it live tomorrow morning. There's 93 of you guys in here right now on YouTube. There's 59 of you on, on TikTok. There's 59 of you on YouTube. I hope to see you guys live tomorrow morning. I have discussed my issues with trading live on YouTube. I prefer TikTok. I didn't feel that way always, but now that I know that no matter what I do, there is always a delay. And it's enough of a delay that if I take a quick trade, that you need to know that you're probably seconds behind. So you need to be having your chart up and make sure that it's a good trade for you. So, is Tesla going to 205? Well, I'm going to be trading it live, and we'll certainly find out. Do you think FTX will have any con to the EQ? Dude, I have no idea. Coinbase before you call it a night. Did I do? No, I haven't done Coin. But anything doing with that shit. I mean, I know what's going on, but I'm not. I don't have any commentary on it. Will it affect our market? Yeah, it will have a ripple effect on our market, especially any stocks that were remotely close. I would Google that. I'd be like, what companies put their funds on FTX? You know, go look at, Mara and Riot. Potter, I think. Listen. That's not 150,000 likes. I'm not gonna slam a donut yet. But you said, do I think they'll go up? Listen, I think that when there's a lithium pinch, they're going to have to go with recycling, and that's when ABML will explode. Period. But so far, that might be. I might start accumulating a little bit here. You give, we give. Why do you want to see these things? Ooh, I don't like that. Gummy bear flavor. Actually, Coin is next. Oh, they're fucked, dude. I'm telling you right now, Coin, just out of fear, people are going to start withdrawing. It is going to I'm not going to just like guarantee because we don't do that shit here, but I would just be like, yeah, 100%. There's no way that Coinbase just gets out of this unscathed unless they show why they're, obviously different hands, different management, different everything, but still enough, in my opinion, to see a ripple effect. But here's the simple version of what's going on with Coinbase. Currently at ATL, right? So all-time lows, $62. Candle open long, right? Possibly. Candle open back below 50. I'm going to go ahead and call it 52.50. So right here, back below that mark, and I would be looking at a break of support on Coinbase. And so when I'm dealing with a stock that has yet to ever, is moving into all-time lows, the only thing that I can do is measure volume and psych numbers, right? $40 would be the immediate price target. Below $40 would be $35, right? And that would be depending on how bearishly Coinbase closes. Now, one thing I will add before moving on from the chart is there's this thing that you could possibly be weary of. Hold on. Don't have to be scared. But that was looking a little wedge-like. But we know about wedges. We know their true nature. So this is truly where I think you're liable to see some sort of rejection on a coin. So yeah, Coin looks like a great short. I would short the shit out of that. I might write that down. You know what? I'm gonna put a star by it, a special star. So take a second if you're on TikTok. I have terrible handwriting. The doctor says it's because I'm smart. I don't really know, but I've done every single one of those stickers already. We're about to go ahead and shut it down here in a minute. I hope all of this is saving. I don't know. Does it just save? Does it save? I don't know. I guess I just should never close it. I hope it just saves by itself. Like your setup? Thank you. Wait for the market to move down. I get that it's moving with Bitcoin, but Bitcoin can recover and coin will follow Bitcoin before it follows FTX. It's one of those things where that's a messy situation. Yes, it looks like a great short, but you need market sentiment to move with you. Yeah, of course. Any good stock short setup? I would say coin. No one's buying it. Yeah, it could squeeze too, but can you do what? All right, we're gonna do a couple more, and I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night, guys. We'll be live. So tomorrow morning, this week, I'm actually writing this down. This week, Monday, right? This is how this works if you're in the Discord. If you're one of my one-on-one mentors, right? Tomorrow morning, 7:30 Eastern time, I'm gonna be meeting with all of you in a group. We're gonna go over the watch list that you've posted. We're gonna go over your setups. We're gonna go over my setup. I'm going to answer any questions. If you guys don't have any questions or if you're good to go, we'll go ahead and get away from my donuts, dude. Get away. Just go. We'll go ahead and go from there. After I get done, I will usually go and post all of my setup in the Discord. And then I'll hop on the Discord around 8:45. But Tuesday, make sure you guys are on live early. Especially if you're in the Discord, because that's when I could be live at 7. I'll alert you guys usually the night before or the morning of, but that's when I'll usually be on early to go ahead and give you guys some time to ask me questions, unmute yourself, whatever, and that's all if you're a part of the Discord. So if you're interested in joining the Discord, Simple Stacks, the link's in my bio, but it's simplestacksinvestments.com. So. All right. Thanks for being on. Good luck. No problem. May I ask why you go so far out at times? Because I see longer moves. I see bigger moves, and I don't like to. I play what I see, and I see bigger moves, so I play longer size or bigger size, or not longer expiration. Sorry. Am I expecting a bad Nvidia ER? I would say that with lowered expectations last time, they might be able to come in line. But I can't imagine that they raise expectations, so I can't imagine them doing great. Elon will not be allowed to buy Amazon. I'm telling you right now. But I will not. If that happens, I quit. If Elon became Amazon CEO, All right, so next one we got is Airbnb. So like its counterparts, it is a garbage piece of crap. Oh, sorry. I'm just kidding. Sorry. Check it out. Now I can tell you right now that it has a trend. I don't know where though. do like this. Amazing. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I love it. Now, no. Oh shit. Bring that back. All right. So sorry, I don't know what I'm doing on the. I'm new to Trend Spider, so I'm learning too. What? Oh, there it is. Okay. So there is trend right here, and that makes for a little channel. So watch for 115.84. 115.84 needs to be broken or rejected. And that's the nearest confluence that I can find. Oh my god, that thing is thick. What? You want to get out? Come on. Come on. With the camera. Get away from my donuts, dude. This cat is psycho. I'm trying to eat donuts. All right, we're gonna go ahead and knock out one more after this one, Airbnb. So anyway, Airbnb back down to, and I wouldn't even be surprised if you see, do they have like a freehand tool here? So I can just draw. I don't think I have that. Yeah, so here's what I would say. I would say 115.50 possible if you receive rejection. Back down below 106. Expect for this support to be hit again. That's 90.80. Anywhere below there. Candle closed bearishly. Based on this standard deviation, I would expect new lows around $75 to $77. Hood puts because of FTX liquidation. I mean, Hood's already fucking beaten to shreds, but yeah, I mean, this could definitely, like I said, ripple effect. I haven't even really looked into it. I'll read more about it tonight, but all right, next one is let's see. So I've done Tesla already multiple times. But here, let me just keep it simple. Market keeps going back up for Tesla. I see Tesla moving up into, and right now we have a big, not big, but a decent sized resistance. That's 199 and 200. Above 200, I would anticipate Tesla going and retesting 104.81. From there, you'll see my nice Rasta lineup here. That's the green, yellow or orange, and red. That marks my entry, my trim, and my TP, right? Now you can interpret that differently. It could be enter, add, trim, TP. Everybody does it differently. But anyway, Tesla right now looks like it's about to build a bear flag. And I'm going to show you exactly why I feel that way, which means Tesla might not be your friend this week. Why? We have seen a phenomenal trading week from Tesla. I expect Tesla to pop up to 203.23, give you some really weak, shitty price action, pop up there, pull back, give you a false breakout back up into this area, possibly around 210, 208, and then potentially we see more downside. And that's it. So, all right. If you're on TikTok, you can go watch this whole entire live video tonight or tomorrow morning, get caught up. Listen, folks, we did have some people, we had some people have some amazing weeks. We had some people, and I don't forget about this because when we're celebrating, I know how bad it stings to hear people celebrating when you lost money. If you had one of those weeks where you failed on discipline, let me just give you some things to write down. If you have a piece of toilet paper next to you, write it down. If you're prepping to do this, right? If you're prepping to trade and or have discipline, you need to write down. If you do not have a plan, you do not take a trade, because most of the trading that people are taking is impulsive. They're reacting to every 5-minute candle, and there is no emotional discipline. Secondly is understanding when to trade. We had a couple of weeks over the last 2 weeks where days where we just didn't do anything. And guess what? We came out of these last 2 weeks fucking, excuse my language, but hitting. We had a great couple of weeks, so we're going to continue to do just that. So make sure that you have good discipline. And then the last thing is write down the mistakes you made. There's no perfect way to do it. Just write it down. I entered or bought, on a 5-minute candle. Write down what you learned initially, what you've learned reflecting on it. But just writing it down makes it real, makes it reality, makes it worth remembering, and your body or your mind is going to adjust. So anyway, you guys have a wonderful evening. Remember, prep tonight, prepare tomorrow, create your trading plan, and let's have a really, really good week, guys. Let's set this off the right way. Start Monday the right way. Again, everything that I do, go and do it yourself if you're following me, and then make it your own, right? Go look at the sentiment. Go look at the earnings. If you don't care about earnings, don't do that. Go look at, whatever it is that you need to do. If you're trading pennies or you're swing trading or you're scalping, prep for what it is that you do. Know exactly what it is that you do. Because if you don't know what it is that you do, then you don't have a plan. And that's another thing, is I see a lot of people hip-hopping back and forth between strategies. Pick one, get good at it. If you pick one, that means you're going to miss a bunch of other shit. That's for the birds, dude. I will stand and die on this hill forever. Any content creator out there who's trading more than more than 3 to 5 tickers a day at the same time is bullshitting. Now, you got long-term stuff, you got shares, fine. But I'm talking about managing 8, 9 different things at once. It's not good. If you really had a good setup and you're taking good setups, you wouldn't need all of those stocks. So naturally, you are going to miss out once you pick a strategy on certain types of plays, but you have to know what works for you and what doesn't. So anyway, have a wonderful evening. Sleep tight. Don't let the stock market take all your money. Peace.